Here, we got a real good episode today. Look, it's a lot of talk out there about Shedeur. Shedeur getting cut. Shedeur ain't gonna make it. They got draft picks. So we gonna cover the Shedeur getting cut. We covering the 2 draft picks for next year in the first round. So that's why you getting that type of talk. We also gonna cover them Cowboys. Them Cowboys got an offense this year with Dak at QB, the 2 wide eyes, and some running backs. Look, if the O-line can handle business, the Cowboys might make some noise this year. So we're going to talk about that. Then you got Cam Ward. Cam Ward is pretty much QB1, and everybody been asking, why is it so easy for him to be QB1 but Shedeur not? So we're going to cover that. Then listen, I don't know if y'all be paying attention how the NFL rock, but T. Higgins got a contract. It looked like he signed for a lot. But in reality, the way that contract language is, that man might get played. And then we can just gonna talk about the NFL players who say they money. I'm talking about they always coming out, not a lot, but many players come out and say, hey, I ain't touched none of my money. So we talking about that. So look, if you haven't subscribed to Life in Football, please do so. Rock out with your boy. We Monday through Friday, 3 shows a day. I might even up that, baby. I might give you a late night show. And then on the weekends, we going to come through anyways. But let's jump into this Shedeur getting cut. Because that's the narrative getting pushed right now, that he's going to get cut. He's going to get traded. And my next segment is what's kind of holding that argument. But in reality, y'all, Shedeur is not getting cut. That man not getting cut, y'all. He is Cleveland's best quarterback. Now, if they want to be stupid, then that's on them. If they want to do that. But that's not happening. Y'all, this is just talk. Y'all can't, listen, don't get caught up in the listening to what these people saying. Don't get caught up into that, because they are really looking at it like, hey, what can we say today that about Shedeur that's probably totally a lie, but it doesn't matter. Let's just talk about it. That's what they doing. Right now, that's all they doing. So they putting out articles saying he's getting cut, and these the reasons why they think he's getting cut. So they name he's getting cut because of they got Joe Flacco. They say he's getting cut because they have Kenny Pickett and DG. So they saying he out. They saying he gonna be out. Now, y'all, he's not going to get cut at all, because he the best quarterback on the roster. They seen that from the day he got there to now. And they surely finna see it in training camp. So you don't cut your best quarterback. You don't cut your money maker. You don't cut somebody who could change your franchise. Now, Cleveland has done silly stuff in the past, but this not their chance to do nothing silly. You're operating with a quarterback who's been in, gotten information from all the NFL quarterbacks. Why would you cut somebody that come from that background, who started 4 years in a row, whose completion percentage is sky high? And then when you put that up on the board to see what it looked like, you got completions in the 70s, and you got all 3 of them completions in the 50s. That don't make no sense. But they're going to keep putting out information that he's going to get cut, and they're going to draft different guys. That's what they hollering. Or he's going to get traded to a different team. No, they not, y'all. Every team that they throwing out there that he can get cut for and shipped to kind of really got somebody. You got the Colts. They have 2 quarterbacks. One, they rehabbing back. Anthony Richardson trying to rehab himself back right. But they say Daniel Jones actually looking good for them. And what I saw in that article. Then we got the New Orleans Saints. They have 2 quarterbacks. Spencer Rattler they can go with, or they can get one of the older guys. And they got a rookie. They not going to bring in another rookie, y'all. They not doing that. Teams trying to win right now. They not bringing in a rookie unless they believe highly in that rookie. And y'all got to look at how Shedeur name got throwed in the mud. So they threw his in the mud. So he's at Cleveland for a reason, y'all. He's at Cleveland because the owner wanted him there. They wanted this man there. Listen, think about it, y'all. While the draft going on, look how all this stuff situated. If they was going to cut Shedeur, it was no point to bring him in. That's why when people say this stuff, it sounds crazy. You had already on the roster that they know was there. You had Kenny Pickett there. Joe Flacco there. Joe Flacco knew the offense from 23. So you got 2 guys already there. All right, cool. Then you got Deshaun Watson there. Now, you probably getting rid of him, but you still got him there. And you ain't did nothing with him yet. So he's still there. Then you draft DG. So you got 4 quarterbacks on your roster. 4. You could technically say 3, but really it's 4. But you got 3 active. Then you come back when the NFL take the lockdown off of Shedeur and Cleveland picking, but now they gonna cut him. Come on now, that don't make sense. Now I get them cutting Kenny Pickett or Joe Flacco. That makes sense. They got them trying to move away pieces. They got Kenny Pickett in moving away a quarterback. So that's why they did. They got Kenny Pickett. They got a quarterback for a quarterback. That's what happened. The Eagles took a quarterback that's a running quarterback, and they feel that running quarterback could do better with the Eagles. That makes sense. I get that for the Eagles. Kenny Pickett to the Browns, the only reason why that makes sense to me is because Kevin already had a background on him, and he was okay with that. He felt he could do something with it. But, y'all, these messages with Shedeur, articles with Shedeur getting cut off, articles with Shedeur getting traded, or everything about Shedeur on the bad side, it's just to pass time, y'all. They are doing this to pass time. So we just gonna listen. When you see that, don't look no more. I'm addressing it for y'all. Don't look when you see that. Just look like, y'all trying to get paid. Y'all trying to make that money. Because that's why they coming up with these stores. I don't get it. But every week, they coming up with something. They coming up with Shedeur getting cut, Shedeur getting traded. And they give you great information of why. That's why the next segment that I'm going to do about the draft picks, I'm going to show you why they digging off into Shedeur's going to get cut. He has the potential to get cut. Man, that boy ain't got potential to get nothing. They got a champion in him. They better run with it. Puff, what's happening? Allow me, what's good? Ryan the Code, JB. Stacey, what's good? Val C. Sonya, what's happening? Brandon, what's good? 1922. Stella K, what's happening? Miss E. Willer, what's good? Say week 26, day 2. Yo, we are right there in the middle of the year. Pretty well, you know it because it's summer. But you got the rest of these weeks, then you got 6 more months. Are you on track for what you want? If not, you better get there. Harrison, Miss Harrison, what's good? Miss Campbell, what's good? Oh, what's happening? Chicago in the building. JB, you say wife said no more shows. Y'all be having me thinking of little ideas. I got so much time right now. I just like to try stuff. LS, what's good? T. Lee, what's happening? Hey, that's exactly what they put out there. So, hey, we gonna crush all that today. George, what's happening? Brandon, you say the owner of the Browns know what it is and will not. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't understand how somebody could put that out. Like, bruh, why you gonna act like that's happening? You know that's not. And they try to back it on information that they feel like they could stand on. And I get it. That's why I'm gonna go over the information with you so we can clear it all out. So when you see it, you're gonna be, y'all can't get me with that. See, what's good? Sweet, what's happening? Because it sells, it's talking season right now. This just talking season, y'all. So they gonna put out all the dumb stuff they can. Shedeur's getting traded. That sounds good. Shedeur's getting cut. That sounds good. Shedeur has the potential to get cut. That sounds good. Shedeur's speeding tickets. If he gets 1 more ticket, and that makes 3, they're gonna get rid of him. Come on, man. God, dog, we just say anything. All right. Hey, appreciate it so much. You say, when do teams typically name their starring QB? In the NFL, if you got him like that and you know it, right out the gate. The New York Giants did. As soon as they got Russell Wilson, they named him the starter. Right out the gate. Now, with Cleveland, we're playing musical chairs here. We're just trying to see if Shedeur really is that good. That's what we're really doing, Ollie. If you really want to know, we're trying to see if Shedeur is really that good. Can he hold up in training camp? Because that's when it gets for real. So that is when it gets for real. So that's gonna be the option. Lamar, you say, Colin, do you think Georgia or Florida makes more money off of high school football? Georgia, the way they build it. Hey, Kate, Anthony, you say if they cut him, they can't get nothing back for him because he won't be on the team. It doesn't make any. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why when people put it out, I'm like, bro, what y'all doing? What's good? It made no sense. Stanley, you say he will be okay no matter where they send him. Well, they not letting him go. Y'all got to understand, he is certified money. Shedeur is money to Cleveland. Jersey sales, all this attention. You going to get that stadium built with him. They not letting him go. That's why when they put it out, it sound crazy. So I had to come on here and crush it, man. I had to come crush this so nobody don't get caught up in it, because y'all see so much stuff and people keep putting it out. You feel it is real, but it ain't real. That's just people randomly talking, randomly saying stuff. But let's jump into the next subject. So you got two picks in the first round. They have 2 picks. Now, we don't know how good the Browns are going to be. So with that being said, you feel that they're going to be sorry. That's what people are pushing, that they might only win 2 or 3 or 4 games this year. So they're going to be in the top 5, top 10, right? Then they got a Jacksonville Jaguars pick. They don't think the Jaguars going to be that good. So that is another pick that they have. So they're going to have 2 picks could possibly be in the top 10. 2 picks could possibly in the top 10 or the top 5, depending on how sorry they are and how sorry the Jaguars are. That's what they are predicting, that they're going to be sorry. So it's quarterbacks that they are looking at, y'all. They got the LSU quarterback. They hyping him up. Hype me up. Hype. They hyping that boy up. Now, is he good? Yes. LSU quarterbacks, for some reason, that first year they're starting, they be all right. They do good, but it be all right. But that next year, it's like they boom. Like, that's the past 3 quarterbacks on that track. So if he can do it, he'll be part of that cycle. So you had Joe Burrow was part of that cycle. First year, he was all right. Next year, he took off like a rocket. It was that quarterback. Jane Daniels was all right. Then he took off like a rocket. Garrett is all right. Now he's going to probably take off like a rocket. So you got him. He's going to have that hype. You're going to hype. And if he go to win it, the hype gets stronger. All right, then you got the quarterback from Clemson. He is good. Cade Klubnik. But, yo, you got to understand, I'm watching these quarterbacks. I'm watching everything. Garrett at LSU going to be like a 2-year star to me. That ain't worth Shedeur. Why would we cut him or put him on the back burner and hope for one of these quarterbacks when this man, we know good. This man done been around Tom Brady, Michael Vick, Peyton Manning. His daddy done put him into great resources, and you think he ain't ready? Because Garrett, daddy is an offensive coordinator and in the league and been a coach. What prime is? That's what I'm saying. Then you got Cade. I break down the Cade. Cade, I done watched this man career the whole time. He was hyped because he was a 5-star. First year, he got in. Second year, got in. Last year, he started doing real good. Now, this year, he should finish it off. So he going to have that hype. Okay. Now, they want Arch Manning. But y'all think about this. Cleveland ain't touching the Arch Manning. Arch Manning won't look their way. Their family ain't letting that happen. So Cleveland could get their mind off of him. That's why it all made sense to keep Shedeur. You going with quarterbacks who 4-year starting Cade. I don't like his 4-year production. Do I like his last year production and this year? Yes. LSU quarterback, he only got 2 years. I'm probably only going to really like this year production. All right, then you got the quarterback from South Carolina. I got to see some more film on him, so that's another guy. All these guys you got to see more film on. Shedeur gave you film out the gate. He gave you him out the gate. He gave you completions out the gate. None of these quarterbacks completions in college right now, they overall percentage each year can touch Shedeur. None of them. So I'm like, why are we tripping? Why are we tripping? Why? Why we acting like, because the Brown has 2 picks and they're going to give up. That's why they could cut a Shedeur. Man, they not cutting this man. Shedeur, they franchise quarterback. Shedeur could change this whole franchise. Could make them go from laughing stock to like for real. So you could take them 2 draft picks and find you an O-lineman that you need, or a linebacker, or a D-tackle, or a safety, or a wide receiver. You could find some with these 2 picks in 26. Because to me, it seemed like they got a lot of pieces. You could add another big boy quarterback, a wide receiver. But, yo, they hyping this up, man. They putting all these quarterbacks. They throwing out every quarterback they could find that the Browns going to do that. But the Browns got 2 quarterbacks. Y'all not, listen, let me let you know how crazy this sounds. I am the Cleveland Browns. I acquired 2 quarterbacks before the draft, and then I draft 2 more quarterbacks. Plus, I got a quarterback that I paid a whole lot of money to. We got 5 quarterbacks. And yeah, in 26, we're going to draft another one. Okay, one hurt. Okay, you probably cut one. Okay, so you're going to draft another one. Man, that sounds crazy. That's how crazy it sounds, y'all. That's the narrative they pushing, y'all. They trying to push these young quarterbacks who really not like that. Yes, these quarterbacks will have an opportunity to get drafted. I'm telling you now, they going to get the hype. They going to get the hype. So now, since everybody is figuring out, like I've been telling y'all, Arch Manning wasn't coming out. He got to at least do 2 years there. So now they are saying, well, since Arch is not coming out, go to Clemson quarterback. He's going to be number 1. Then you got the Penn State quarterback they hyping up. But Penn State quarterback, he did all right last year. He should do better this year, yes. But none of them could compete with Shedeur. Matter of fact, DG history pretty good. So why would you pick one of these quarterbacks over DG or Shedeur, and you got all this history? So y'all, when you see all this crazy stuff, know that they lying to y'all. This is why I'm doing this. So y'all know that they are lying. This just sound crazy. We just gonna cut it out. So when y'all come rock with me, y'all already know, man, you gonna get the truth from me. Not all this made up mess that they doing. They just, well, they putting out the craziest stuff. Y'all, these quarterback percentages don't even look good. If you give Shedeur all these teams that like had what they needed, oh my goodness, them boys would have balled out. Platinum, what's good? Spar, what's happening? You say Penn State quarterback is not like that. Well, see, this year he should be better. He already getting the hype. This year he should cash in on the hype. Cave should cash in on the hype. Gary should cash in on hype. South Carolina should cash in on hype. The quarterbacks that I know gonna get that hype. Mr. 512 down saying, man, they be trying to say everything. Just girl, you say it does sound crazy. That's what I'm saying. They just running off at the mouth and they just put it out there. Whatever sounds stupid, just put it out there. Anything, put Shedeur name with getting cut, practice squad, or traded. They're gonna go crazy over it. That's all. That's what they doing. But I'm here to squash all that, man. CA, you said they can use one of those first round picks to get Jordan Seaton. Jordan Seaton can't come out in the 26th draft. That's a Omarion. That's a Omarion Miller. That's a DG. That's the boy Downs, Caleb Downs at Ohio State. You know, you go grab one of them. That's an Anthony Hill Jr. at Texas. You go get a baller, certified baller. MP. Yeah, exactly. That's why I put it. So are you tired of it? I'm tired of it. That's why I put it. And you see you in here. You see you in here talking. That's what we doing. We squashing all that craziness that they got going on. So now, ain't nobody got to run up to it when they see it. Because that's what everybody doing. Sunfire Brown, you say, just like a toxic relationship, I don't want you, but I don't want nobody. That's what they doing. And they making sure they throw it out there. That's an everyday thing, y'all. Every day, somebody going to throw it out there like that. Now, but when it get too strong and everybody go to telling me about it, then we gonna squash it. Every time they send it and it get too strong, I'm coming out to squash it. SKB, you say Cleveland gonna mess up if they keep. Well, what y'all don't understand is Shedeur gonna win regardless. Shedeur gonna come out in Cleveland on top. Shedeur come out anywhere on top. Cause he gonna keep working. So we ain't worried about that. It's just they keep throwing it out there. So Mama C, Almighty, you say them clowns need a wide receiver? They do. They do. Cat, you say even though they picked Shedeur in the 5th round, they still moved up 2 spots to get him. So that tells me they want correct. They could have just said, well, let's see what happens. Nah, they got back in that thing because now the word was, I don't know how true it is, the word was the Eagles or Philadelphia was going to get him. So, yeah. Miami, you say, bro, I'm sick of them lying, saying Shedeur don't know the plays. That's another thing. It's either they talking about the plays, he getting cut, or he getting traded. That's the hype right now. Now watch where he be in training camp. 7 for 7, 8 for 8, 9 for 9. And end the day maybe 10 for 11 or 11 for 12. But yeah, Shedeur's getting cut. Now all the other quarterbacks gonna be 50%. And this man only missing one player. And the player that he might miss, somebody he dropped the ball or somebody slapped it out. Like, come on, man. So these the scenarios that they running with trying to change the game. They trying to hurt the Shedeur people that's following Shedeur. That's all they trying to do. They trying to get them messed up. But we ain't gonna let that slide. Let's jump into that next subject, y'all, because you know I be checking everything. So look here. Let's get real with this thing. Why does Cam Ward, like Cam Ward is getting QB1 talk. Ain't nobody tripping about it. Cam Ward, QB1. Cam Ward, QB1. Oh, he look good out there. Oh, he look amazing out there. Same thing Shedeur doing. Y'all, the only difference, they didn't have what they put on Shedeur. They put Shedeur in the crushing mode. Cam Ward didn't have that. Now, did Cam Ward ball out the whole time he been in school? Pretty much, yes. Did Shedeur ball out the whole time he been in school? Pretty much, yes. So when you got quarterbacks that ball out the whole time, been hot stuff the whole time, those are quarterbacks that you want to draft. Now quarterbacks that they got everything to their arsenal and they still don't do nothing with it. Like these quarterbacks finna come out, real talk, they got everything and don't really do nothing with it. You got Cam Ward been doing a whole lot with a little for a minute. You got Shedeur been doing a whole lot with not too much for a minute. Now, they might place the white wide receivers with him, but we don't have the right O-line. We don't have the right, yeah, you get what I'm saying. So now you have it where Cam Ward is riding out in pick number 1 and nobody coming for him because they not after his daddy. They not after how he talk. Now, Cam Ward was doing all this all college. Had the whole country doing that. Telling you on why he talking. Yeah, boy, I'm winning Super Bowls, boy. Talking cocky and everything, but they didn't try to mess over Cam Ward. They said Cam Ward gets a pass. So Cam Ward walked through like this. Now Shedeur, they throwing the sink at him. Boom. They throw the house at him. Boom. They taking his knees out. Boom. So that's why Shedeur is getting treated like this. If this wasn't the case, if Shedeur, instead of them moving back for Travis Hunter and giving up the Jaguars that pick, and they would have used that pick and grabbed Shedeur, we would not be doing this right now. Nobody would be saying, Shedeur is getting cut. Shedeur getting traded. Shedeur, they got quarterbacks coming next year. No, man. They wouldn't do that. He would be right now first team quarterback, just like Cam Ward. And they would be bragging on this man. They would be bragging on him. They would be saying, God, dog, Shedeur, man, look at the passes. We done heard them brag on him. You done heard Tommy Reese run up to Shedeur and like, man, that was a great pass. Man, you keep working. Man, you work your tail off. Man, you learn the terminology. You know the playbook. Man, the game's slowing down to you. You know exactly where to go. Come on, man. But they saying all this, but the fact that they labeled him 5th round, it's like people can't get that out their mind. It's like people can't get that out their mind. They can't see that they stuffed Shedeur's name in the trash. They just took it threw it in the trash, get it out the trash, rubbed it through the dirt and the mud, threw it back in the trash and said, now y'all deal with it. That's all they doing, y'all. That's why they could play with Shedeur name the whole time and they not playing with Cam Ward name. They not even playing with the quarterback that went first round for the Giants. This man went first round, had all the hype, all that hype. And now they calling him a development guy. Well, you see all the stuff that they doing? Do y'all see all the stuff that they talking about now? Everybody's slowly creeping Shedeur way. Not the real talkers. Now hey, Shedeur may end up starting. Hey, Shedeur may start sometime mid-season. Hey, Shedeur is really good out there. That's what they doing, y'all. This is the perception. Remember I told y'all they had a study showed that if one person think they're right about something and know they're 100% right, and they bring one person to go against that, this person still believe in what they seen. 2 people, they still believe in what they seen. 3 people, they kind of getting shaky. 4 people, 5 people, 6 people, this person don't believe in what they see no more. So now you have all us is this person. We know Shedeur is top-notch, first-round NFL talent. But they got all these people saying that Shedeur ain't nowhere close to Cam Ward. Shedeur ain't nothing. He trash. He a 5th rounder. He don't know the playbook. He garbage. Man, that man ain't smart about nothing, man. He like a little this, he a little that. Now that got this person wavering. That's all that is. You got to decide that you're not going to waver. I'm telling y'all, Cam Ward situation is better because he went first round, first pick. If Shedeur would have went first round, second pick, we would have no discussions like this. We would have no, they wouldn't dare put out an article because everybody would call it out. They'll say, you crazy. That man went for second pick. They ain't cutting him. But since he went 5th, you could say whatever you want. Since they put out, he doesn't know the playbook, you can say whatever you want. It's the internet, y'all. Y'all got to catch on to this. This the internet. It is about people trying to just find a way. And Shedeur is their way. They finna, anytime you see something saying Shedeur not make, if you don't see Shedeur in QB1 or QB2 spot, they trying to play with y'all. I'm just telling you now. SKB, you say they need this content all day? Cause we ain't gonna let that stuff slide. Tracy, what's good? You say Shedeur has a lot of support and endorsements from ex-Hall of Fame football players. The president, yes, everybody sees Shedeur. They like, God, dog, that boy good. Same thing they saying about Cam Ward. God, dog, that boy good. But we get out here and watch Kenny Pickett throw interceptions. Watch Joe Flacco throw interceptions. Watch DG throw interceptions. Watch them complete 50% of their passes. And we talking about Shedeur getting cut? Where that makes sense at? Where is 50% ever better than 70-something%? Never. 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 But we got to watch it. We got to watch it. Man, they crazy, man. JB, you say is NIL only for college? Yeah. Do you keep your contract with those NILs when you enter the league? Well, they got to pay you off within that time span while you in school. Now, if they want to carry you to the league, they can do that too now. And you still going to have to do something for that money. Sweet, what's good? You said Denzel Ward, Myles Garrett, David Nocho. They all rocking with it. Jared Judy rocking with it. The whole organization, the whole team. Basically, everybody outside of Cleveland talking trash. Everybody in Cleveland know he the guy. But we got to sit here and then everybody saying to me, like that's how I know what's going on. I'm already seeing stuff, then I see everybody else. Remember just a week ago or 2 weeks ago, everybody saying, y'all heard that again, Trey? I ain't heard nothing. So he had to address that. So every time it gets too loud, I will come and address it. We gonna come and address that. Like, man, look, nobody ain't even thinking of them boys, man. Y'all gotta understand, Joe Flacco was sitting at home in 23. Cleveland called him out of desperate need. Hey, we need a quarterback. We need a quarterback. And he came. Then get what they do in 24. If Joe Flacco, listen, y'all, come on, man. I'm gonna do a whole nother show at the end of the evening. I'm gonna do a show on that. I gotta remember to do it. How come y'all can't understand this? If Joe Flacco was so good in 23, why did they get rid of him in 24? Why they let him go in 24? Why the Colts had him? If he was that good. Come on, man. Y'all gotta see through this. They want to paint Shedeur like he's not first round. Y'all see that sky? I cannot tell y'all that sky is. Y'all see that sky is blue. But if we get everybody that I know and everybody that y'all know to say that is pink, guess what you gonna do? You gonna have to say it's pink because you gonna look like the crazy one. If we got 1 million people here and you ain't and all everybody else say that sky blue, you gonna say, maybe I can't see right. Maybe I need glasses. That's what they doing to you with this internet. That's all they doing. They just throwing stuff at you. They just throwing all this stuff at you. He gonna get cut. He ain't good. We just seen this man complete 70%, but he gonna get cut. And they complete 50%. Come on, man. Y'all, they faking us out. And it's sad to see that they doing that, but that's what they are doing. They are clearly faking us out, and they act like we gotta take that. We not taking that mess. No, we ain't taking that. We not sitting here acting like Shedeur not good. So in this next segment, man, we gonna ride this thing. I'm gonna tell you what it looked like gonna happen going forward. So let's jump into the next segment. So you got Shedeur Sanders finna enter his first training camp. First training camp. Now, let me tell you who he entered the training camp with, if y'all don't know. If y'all think that we supposed to bow down to what's in that locker room. You got Joe Flacco. He's 40 years old. He was sitting home. Nobody in the NFL thought about Joe Flacco. He was done. It was over. Cleveland called him back. 23 November or something like that. And he jumped in and did it what he did. Then the 24, they let him go. He was with the Colts. And guess what he was then? A backup. So 23 and 24, he was a backup unless somebody got hurt. That's the only way Joe Flacco played at this juncture of his career is somebody get hurt. Now you hear that. That's how Joe Flacco is playing if somebody gets hurt. Kenny Pickett, drafted first round, Pittsburgh, played a year, then the next year, Pittsburgh, then the third year in the NFL going from first round pick to a backup with the Eagles. And y'all telling me two backups, one barely in his career and he already a backup. The other one done won a lot of stuff, did a lot of things, but now he a backup. So now you telling me a first round quarterback gets on this roster, light them up, all OTAs, all minicamp, and now I am supposed to believe that Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett better than him. Man, please, man. So in training camp, they can't sell me that. I'm not going to let them sell y'all that. I don't care what they come out and print. When they show us the highlights, what you finna see? Shedeur, boom. 74-yard TD. Shedeur, red zone. Touchdown. Shedeur, red, touchdown. All you seeing is Shedeur throwing touchdowns, but they feeding us. He ain't the man. What? The sky ain't blue, y'all. It's pink. The sky pink, y'all. Come on, man. Stop letting them feed us this garbage. So every time y'all see that garbage, just know that that person is a certified liar, and they gonna go get what they can get. They trying to get everything they can get. If they can pull you over to believe that, go for it. That's on you. See, I know football too well. God done blessed me with loving it too much. You can't come with me with stuff that don't make common sense. If it ain't common sense, you're not throwing that to me. So we not having that. So now, okay, you got DG. Now, this Shedeur standing up, this Joe Flacco standing up, this Kenny Pickett standing up, this DG. Now, we see DG out here throwing the ball, and they slapping that mess down. It's like me. I'm only 5'7.5", but you put me against my 3-year-old son, I'ma look like Shaq. You put me against my about to be fifth grade son, I'ma look like Shaq. Well, that's what they looking like, knocking his passes down. Man, that man can't even see. Now, that don't mean he can't get it done. I'm just saying, what quarterback on the roster better than Shedeur? So when we look at it, so I have to come on here and argue against the dumbness, but I don't mind it. If that's what we're going to talk about, I don't mind it. But, yo, where do we see that any of these quarterbacks? Now, if you go with Joe Flacco in his prime versus Shedeur just coming, Now, that's a different ball game. That's a whole different story. But you go with Joe Flacco that was with the Browns, with the Colts, back with the Browns, and I'm supposed to be scared of him. You go with Kenny Pickett that was a fake first rounder. He was a hype. And I'm supposed to be scared of Kenny Pickett? Man, please. They traded you, Kenny Pickett, for a sorry quarterback. Well, I ain't going to say the man's sorry. But I'm going to say he fits Philadelphia. So, we supposed to believe that. So, my duty today is to let all y'all know Shedeur not getting cut. Shedeur not getting traded. Shedeur jersey is selling. The #1 seller. They put Shedeur in their media. If you go look down their media, it's more Shedeur than you see Joe Flacco, DG, or Kenny Pickett. Matter of fact, you wouldn't even know Kenny Pickett was there until they just recently decided to mic him up. They don't do nothing with them. So, y'all, at the end of the day, don't let this stuff fool y'all. They are in it to fool y'all. And every time you click on it and you read it and you listen to it, you help them thrive for the next one. They like, ooh, what lie can we put out? That lie got a whole lot. We're just going to put out another lie and another one. Well, what happens in training camp when he's doing good? Who cares? Put out a lie. What happens when they name him a starter? Who cares? Put out a different kind of lie. That's all they doing, y'all. Listen, y'all. #1 jersey sales. The owner loves Shedeur. The owner went out there first. The owner went out there himself for OTAs. He went out and stood out there. I got to see what he looks like. Everybody was hyped up about this one. All my buddies called me and everything. So I'm looking and I'm zip. Wowzer. I'm like, wow. Hey. Wow, Shedeur's good. That man get on the phone and say, hey. Well, we got something this year. We got something. Yeah. We got something. We got something in Cleveland. Yeah. They're going to write all crazy stuff. They're going to talk stupid. But I'm telling you, with my own eyes, this guy is good. Deion Sanders yes. Yeah, next year, man, I'm already telling everybody, go look for O-linemen, wide receivers, look for anything but a quarterback. They better not put a quarterback name on my list. Shedeur Sanders is a franchise quarterback. I'll let Kevin do what he wants down there, but when it's time, matter of fact, if Shedeur isn't starting game 1, I'm telling you, because I run this team. This is my team. I'll fire Kevin right here on the spot. If he doesn't play Kevin by the Pittsburgh game, Kevin's going to have to talk to me. Yeah, I'm just telling you now. I'm Jimmy. I own this team. I seen Shedeur. Yeah, I watched DG. Yeah, man, that man's no taller than nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling y'all. Lady PC, you say the owner should fight. Nah, because the owner been saying, the head coach. Now, he trying to keep the hoopla to a bay. He trying to keep it low key. So what he's doing is he going in saying, hey, Shedeur's doing very good. He's letting you know, hey, I see Shedeur early in the morning. I see Shedeur late in the evening. Shedeur is working. And he's getting reps. And no matter what you think, he's getting reps. So he's letting us know. Everybody that came out to let us know Shedeur him, but everybody keep selling these wolf tickets to everybody. True. You say they keep keeping Shedeur. Yeah, they are. That's what make Cleveland probably love it, because they know, like, boy, that man balling up here. Just the girl, you said Andrew Berry got Kevin. Gets too much, yeah. Roger, you said Shedeur should be in the money range of that. Yes. Now, the NFL took his money. They snagged that boy money. But he'll be able to get it back. Jay, you say it's crazy because Shedeur is their potential star quarterback. Why talk down on him? That's why I don't understand it. They see that this man is all that. They see that this man going to dominate. But they decide they don't want to do it. They decide they ain't going to rock with it. JC, you say trade him before you misuse him. Now, I ain't going to... Listen, they not letting Shedeur go. They will not let him go. we all know Shedeur is going to start. We just don't know the starting date. We don't know when they going to do it, but Shedeur going to start. Trill, you say they talk down the drop. Man, they hit him hard. Boom, 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 boom. And that's like they turn around and say, the sky is not blue, it's pink. And then people who really know that it's blue, they looking like the ones that's crazy because everybody's saying it's the opposite. So that's how they doing it. Chris, you say Shedeur even had the shot. Listen, Shedeur was balling so hard, boy, Deshaun Watson came out with the work. Hey, I'm still working. I'm getting better. Don't forget about me. Boy, we ain't even thinking about you. All right, let's jump into the next subject, y'all. Let's just look at, I'm going to make this whole thing about Cleveland. So let's just look. Cleveland has 2 5 running backs. That's been, and guess what Kevin doing? Kevin say, I'm finna win this year. Because the old lineman went up to Kevin and they said, hey, Kevin, I will retire on you, boy, if you don't run this ball. I don't like that offense you did in 24. Get that garbage out of here. So Kevin said, hey, okay, we'll run it. So they got 2 running backs, y'all. See, y'all ain't seeing what they did. They went and got 2 big boy running backs. Shedeur magically appeared. And they like, oh, yeah. Bring Shedeur in. Yeah. Pick him. Pick Shedeur. Pick him now. Skip up 2 picks. Pick that boy now. So you pick Shedeur. 2 running backs. You got your D tackle that you needed. You got a 5 linebacker that you needed. You got Jerry Jeudy on the squad. Your O-line supposed to be solid. You brought in a new O-line coach that you crunk about. And everybody on the team saying, hey, well, we finna hand that ball off. Hit. So, y'all, they're finna run it a whole lot. They finna run this ball a whole lot. So if they running it like that, what you need? A quarterback who is accurate. When they see that Shedeur Sanders is better than Joe Flacco, which they already seen, but let's see it again. Let's see him in training camp. Let us see it in training camp. They're going to come back and say, for you Shedeur fans, take it for what it's worth. He was 10 of 11. 4 touchdowns. Joe Flacco, 5 of 10. 1 touchdown. DG, 5 of 12. 2 touchdowns. And if they decide to keep Kenny Pickett, he was 6 of 13. 2 touchdowns. Hey, but they're better. Look what they feeding us. The sky is pink, y'all. So that's where we gonna be at. This gonna be the talk. But Cleveland, Kevin already know. Kevin like, hey, bro, I got 2 running backs. My O-line want to run. I know I was better in 23. I'm going back to 23. I know I was better with the Vikings. I'm going back to the Vikings. So they're going back to the offense that won, which is toting that ball. When you toting that ball, you gonna win. Guess what? One day we was only talking about the top rushing teams. If you was in the top 5 or top 10, you was guaranteed in the playoffs. Just like that. So now that makes it even more crucial to have an accurate quarterback. So when you fake this handoff, now you done gave it to this running back 4 times in a row, and the defense know it's coming. So and they think that run coming. You say, and you fake that thing, and that running back run, and you turn around with an accurate Shedeur and 75 yards out the gate. You know what time it is. Now, you can have in your Joe Flacco, and he hit you with that 10-yard cross. That's who I had to throw it to, coach. But the man, Jerry Jeudy was down the field, man. 74-yard TD burnt. I didn't see him. I saw him. See, that's what's gonna happen, y'all. Truth gonna come out. The truth gonna come out, y'all. Shedeur is built for this squad. The players love him. He love the players. The squad know he QB1. The head coach know he QB1. Tommy Reese, the offensive coordinator, know he QB1. The quarterback coach was Deion Sanders' teammate. Now, he sat behind 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. You don't think he telling Kevin, now, Kevin, I ain't got to see no more. I seen a Joe Montana in person. I seen Steve Young in person. I backed them up for years. I never touched the field. Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and DG should be just that to Shedeur. They should never touch the field. But you do what you want. And Tommy Reese like, hey, Kevin, real talk, brother. I was with Nick Saban. Now I'm in the league. I went to Nick Saban, Notre Dame. Now I'm in the league. Bro, I'm trying to be a head coach, whether in the NFL or college. Don't play with this year right here. Get this year right. I want to look good. I don't care if you call all the plays. You know they going to give me a job. I work with Nick Saban and I coached at Notre Dame. And I'm in the NFL. Oh, they finna hire me. So we better win this year. Do I think Cleveland can win? Yes, I honestly do. Now, their defense, I feel like the defense with the defensive coordinator, he feel cocky. He feel like that D-line finna get after it. If our O-line can get all that work from the D-line and you don't face no D-line better than that unless you face the Eagles D-line, but then what we scared for? Like Kevin said, you ain't got to be scared. It's a new year. So we going to see how that thing go. T-Wade, you say they need to let the whole crew go upstairs and start anew. You tired of them? Well, it's really the outside people talking. Really, this draft, they did solid to me. Somebody, Brown, you say if 12 is QB1, when do they renegotiate his contract? He might have put some clauses in there, but you just never know. He's still gonna have to wait. They gonna have him. They gonna have a superstar on value. And Virginia, appreciate it. Sweet, you say, for real, we are definitely not thinking about Watson. That's what I'm saying. It's like Watson ain't even there. But he's technically there, but nobody ain't thinking about Watson, man. He know that's over. So Watson got to show up on Facebook because they got Shedeur. You heard nobody, listen, y'all, the media is only talking about Shedeur. Everything they got to do with is Shedeur. They ain't talking about Tennessee because they know Cam Ward got it. They ain't talking about the Saints because the Saints, they like, man, that mess ain't about nothing. So, yeah, they know what it is. Val C, you say after that 4-year contract expired, yo. Say more. You say Cleveland could have had Travis and Shedeur, but I like that they got 2 running backs in this draft, 2 5-5 running backs. The real, you say the Browns, Kevin, aren't in the mindset to win this year. They want to survive. Keep in mind, Junkins is unsigned. It might be that contract language, y'all. That contract language is for real. Lady PC, you say he was the best without pass. What makes them think Gabriel gonna do? That's what I'm saying. If you can't ball out with no pass on, you sure enough ain't finna ball with pass on. It ain't like the lights finna turn on then. It's normally you're balled out with that pass. And then when the pass come on, you might come down a little bit. But if they already down, where else they going? So, man, they better. But they could start Joe Flacco if they decide, because, you know, nobody's going to be against it. CJ, you say it sounds accurate. That's what I'm saying, man. ICH, you say I used the sky color analogy with my kids yesterday. I used green instead of pink. That's what I'm saying, man. These people just... they feel like they could tell us what's going on. Bro, I got eyes. Bro, I watch football. Bro, I'm just deciding which company I want to sign with. ESPN, Fox, ABC, which one I want to sign with. Because when they want to bring the real talk on. See, you say they're talking about Shedeur because Prime and Deion see you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they see that it's like that, so they got to roll with it. But let's jump into the last segment, y'all. I tell y'all who really getting cut. The person is the odd man out. This who getting cut, so we can stop worrying about that. If they take Kenny Pickett to the training camp, it don't matter, y'all. Kenny getting cut. He is getting cut, y'all. They gave him Now, y'all realize the two that they gave the least amount of reps were Joe Flacco and Shedeur. So why would you give Kenny Pickett and DG all them reps? It ain't because they were balling, because we saw the stats. So it's because they saying, well, let's see, is DG better than Kenny Pickett? All right, you know what makes sense? Just get rid of Kenny Pickett. So Kenny Pickett is going to be the quarterback out. He's going to be the quarterback out. Deshaun Watson, they'll ride him out until they got to figure out something. So I don't know when his situation going to come back up, but they not worrying about Deshaun Watson. His situation in Cleveland is over. That is done. He is not going to wear a Cleveland Browns uniform unless he just want to put it on. But as far as putting it on and going in a game, he ain't doing that. That's over. So Deshaun Watson will be gone at some point. Kenny Pickett, either before training camp starts, for the veterans is July the 22nd. He will be gone before then, or if they don't cut him or trade him, they'll bring him. But he not making that roster. That roster will have Joe Flacco and Shedeur. Now, how they do them two, we going to see. But Shedeur should be QB1. But we just don't know how they going to play it. DG is going to either be on the roster or practice squad. Deshaun Watson is the injury reserve. And Kenny Pickett at that point, if he makes it in the training camp, he gonna win the season starts. It makes no sense. Like, they gonna have to, they gotta usher him out of there. That's why he threw so many passes, y'all. I bet he said to himself, God, dog, I fumbled the ball again. I went out here and threw like 50-some%. They're gonna keep me a backup, man. Probably not making this squad. Y'all, the man ain't making that squad, man. He's not making it. Now, you can listen to whatever you want to listen to. I'm just telling y'all, I don't watch, and I be locked into it. That's how I know you can't pass me with these quarterbacks that's getting all that hype like they supposed to come and do something. Nah, you got to show me a certified dog. You got to show me a certified dog. Now, if Carson Beck, he get his arm right, they going to say Carson Beck. It's, oh my goodness. Y'all, and we know Carson Beck ain't been by nothing. He had one good year in 23, and nothing, that 24 didn't look like nothing. Well, he didn't have this, that, and that. Well, what Shedeur had? What Cam had all them other years? When you're a baller, you ball. Point blank, period. When you're a baller, you ball. That's it. So, we ain't worried about that. But they gonna paint the picture, y'all. So, Kenny Pickett is Kenny gone. We just waiting on the day, y'all. So when you think about the QB race, put in your mind 3 quarterbacks. And if you really want to get to the nitty gritty, just put in 2. And if you really want to know the truth, it's just 1. It's just Shedeur. But they're going to keep hype with Joe Flacco. Then they're going to keep hype. DG a third round pick. Hype. Kenny Pickett played, he was a first-round pick. You know, sometime when you make it to your third team, you know, somebody sees what you have. Man, get out of here. Well, if that's the case, the Eagles didn't see it. They say, man, and they went to third, but they say, look, get that boy out of here. Matter of fact, they saw him the most. They was in Pennsylvania. Come on, man. Kenny Pickett was in Pennsylvania. And when he was in Pennsylvania at Pittsburgh, who saw him? The Steelers. That's their facility. They saw him firsthand. You can walk out to practice. Let me see what Kenny Pickett's doing. He had all that hype. And you see where he at now. Philadelphia Eagles. In Philadelphia. That's Pennsylvania. They see him. Kenny Pickett, yeah, bring him over. We thought he did good. Get him out of there. The 2 Pittsburgh teams, the 2 Pennsylvania teams kick him out of Pennsylvania. Now he got Ohio team picking him up. Come on, we think we can do something with him. And when they get Shedeur, they like, hey, Kenny, I don't know how to cut this to you, brother, but you better save some of that NFL money. Cause you probably about to be out of here. Yeah. You probably about to be out. Like, it just kind of is what it is. You really gonna be the odd man. I don't know how to slice it, but you really we gonna hype it up, try to get you to love. Kenny, we got to get rid of you, brother. When you want us to cut you? You want us to cut you, trade you or cut you beforehand, or you want to go in the camp with us? I give you that since we brought you over. I'm sorry it ain't working out. Shedeur like that. So then you say Kenny Pickett hands are too small. Yeah, man, the man got gloves on, man. And then if it's too small and you got to wear gloves in the summer, imagine how it feel in the winter, y'all. It's going to be too cold to hold that ball. Man. Q Smith, yeah, he out of there. That's why y'all, they can sell it how they want. I'm telling y'all, Kenny Pickett out. Now, they could try to hold him, but Kenny Pickett going to cost too much to keep, man. Get that man out. Roger say Kenny Pickett has reservations that he's unaware. Nah, he know. He know. That boy know he out. Yeah, listen. They know he out. They know. J.A., you say they might cut Flacco. Now, they could. They could, but since he know the offense, he gives them just what they always looked at him as. Hey, Joe, if somebody goes down, you could go in. And then when the Colts had him, hey, Joe, if somebody goes down, you could go in. Then what they going to say this year? Hey, Joe. He's going to say, I know. But I'm kind of chill, though. Yeah. Let Shedeur go out there. Shedeur, don't go down. I want to ride this hat. My son like Ohio. Keep doing your thing. I'm going to stay the backup. Because I know the playbook from 23. Y'all, craziness. It's craziness, y'all. But they'll sit here. Y'all don't fall for this stuff no more, man. That they got y'all believing out there. Sugar Mama, exactly. Say more. It got to, man, because they out here faking everybody out. See? You say Shedeur has incredible long-term prompts. Yes, they know it. They know it. That's why I don't understand why people keep putting out the... But I guess people keep reading it. Like, listen, y'all. Negative catch on fire faster than the truth for some reason. But the truth will always come out. The truth will come out. Cornell, what's happening? Mike, what's good? Yeah. The real, you say even though 12 stars, his contract doesn't change, they might give him some performance. Yeah, the performance. He could have that, but yeah. It's just a matter of time, y'all. Bird, you say they can't renegotiate until his third season. Why? I don't know what his contract for, but I know that's when they gonna do it, around that third contract. Val C, you said the fourth year? Yeah, like Regina E, appreciate it. Yeah, y'all, they with this fake eye. Bright, what's happening? Yeah, because they come with the craziness, man. And I got to shut it down because everybody just running with it. Nah, we ain't running with that no more. ST, you say 2 first going to young old lineman and wide receiver. That's what they need to give it to. Hey, look, y'all. If you haven't subscribed to Life in Football, please do so. Rock out with your boy. I'm your one-stop shop. I'm giving you NFL talk and college talk. So, and you get the real here. You don't get all that crazy mess they putting out. Also, if you have a business that you want to promote, email me. If you want to start your YouTube channel, I have taught people how to start YouTube channels, and they are thriving right now. I can teach you how to do it. I can teach you how to build your social media. So email me if you want to promote your business, because you see how God blessing here. We gonna do what we do here. The truth ain't gonna stop here. And we know ball, college and NFL. We the one-stop shop, baby. So email me if you want to promote your business. Email me if you want consulting on how to build your social media presence. And it's going to change your life because it sure change your mind. So my email is info@lifeandfootball.com. And Regina E just put it in there. That's info@lifeandfootball.com. Email me if you need consulting. Email me if you want your business promoted. Because guess what? Every day we get closer to that season, more and more people tuning in and subscribing. So we gonna rock and roll, rock and roll. And you getting straight truth here, baby. You gonna get college talk and NFL talk. At 4:45, I will be back on for my my college talk. At 4:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm coming back on. We talking college ball. We gonna get all off into it. And then later in the evening, we gonna about 7:30. We're going to come back on and we're going to do some more NFL talk for the day. But, hey, blessings to y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Appreciate y'all tuning in. May God bless your health, your wealth, your mindset, straighten out your path. Hey, man, go get what you want. That's what I'm doing. Go and get it. Hey, bless.